What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, May 19th, I think. Yep, it's May 19th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo so that you can get yourself $25 on your first deposit. And we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Daniel Tice, and Derek White on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. First up at number 5, and we're taking a gigantic leap up in tier. That would be Gabe Vincent. 8K. 8K. He's the starting point guard. And we knew this. And we weren't really all that surprised. It's as if they thought Lowry was going to play today. 8K, projected for 22.5. He's in the optimal lineup 53% of the time. Look at the jump from Derek White. He's basically twice as likely to be in the optimal because of that price tag. I gave Vincent 31 minutes. That is less than he played in game 1. 17% usage. Right? About 11 points, 3 boards, 4 assists, a steal, probably not a block. Look, this is very easy value, but I don't think it's crazy to go a little bit higher than just the utility spot. 3% chance for Vincent in the MVP, nah. 8% at the star, probably not. 14% at pro and 28% at utility. 42% of the time it's pro and utility. That's still well north of Derek White. I mean, Gabe Vincent's in the optimal lineup more in the utility spot than Derek White is anywhere, or Tice, or Grant Williams, or Robert Williams for that matter. This one's as easy as it's going to get. The ownership is going to be massive, but you got to get to Gabe Vincent. There is no easier value. Continuing up the ladder to number 4, we've got Jaylen Brown. He's 13,500, projected for 41.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 64% of the time. And that is just a flat split across every spot. 17% at the MVP, 17% at star, 14% at pro, and 16% at utility. No matter how you want to build a lineup with Jaylen Brown, you can put him in any spot, and I think it's basically equal. Public ownership will come into play for some of the further decisions. I gave him 40 minutes. We saw him play 42 in the opener, and they lost the first game, so I can only imagine he's going to do that again. 29% usage for Jaylen Brown, 24 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, a stock and a half-ish. I think he's in a really nice spot, and I like the flexibility. I like being able to move him up and down the spectrum. It gives you a lot of additional lineup combinations when you have a guy that fits everywhere. At number 3, we go to Bam Adebayo. He's 12,500, projected for about 40, and he's in the optimal lineup 65% of the time. Guy has not been right in this playoffs. Maybe it's just Jimmy Butler taking over. I expected a lot more out of Bam just in general. Maybe we're just going to get more of him defensively and not offensively. But for now, I'm moving forward with trying to get to Bam. 36 minutes, 22% usage, 18 and 11, so a double-double straight away. 3 assists, 2.5 stocks. 17% likelihood at MVP, 15% at star, 13% at pro, 20% at utility. For the most part, he looks exactly like Jaylen Brown. Higher highs, I think, and then similarly lower lows. I think Jaylen Brown looks a little bit flatter in the middle section. But either way, 65% to 64%. They're basically the same play as far as I'm concerned. Similar spot here for Jayson Tatum at number 2, 15,500, projected for 47. He's in the optimal lineup 66% of the time. I gave him 42 minutes. He played more than that in game 1. They lost. I expect that to happen again. 30% usage, 27 points, 7 boards, 5.5 assists, and 2 stocks. Now, this one is a spot where you're more likely to go to the top than the bottom. 22% likelihood of being in the MVP spot, 19% at star. That shouldn't be all that surprising. You expect Jayson Tatum to be one of the highest scorers on the slate. 14% at pro, 10% at utility. So while Jaylen Brown can move up and down, Jayson Tatum, you're probably sticking into that MVP and star spot. You'll be significantly more unique if you go to utility, but you definitely want to pay attention to our projected ownership for guys like Jayson Tatum because they tend to be slightly over-owned in the utility spot. Now, before we get to the obvious number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. That number 1 contender for today is Jimmy Butler. He's 16K, projected for 48.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 75% of the time. He's just been on one these playoffs. He played the 40 minutes in game 1. I gave him the 40 minutes here, and that's giving him a firm stance ahead of everybody else on this slate. 28% usage, 25 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 2.5 stocks. No Kyle Lowry out there. Jimmy Butler's just going to be doing whatever he wants to do. 28% likelihood to be in the MVP spot. He's just as likely to be no, it's more. It was more. I read a 6 into an 8. He is more likely to be in the MVP spot than Derek White is to be in the optimal lineup anywhere. And Derek White is 6th. That's how good Jimmy Butler looks today. 28% at MVP, 22% at star. That's 50% right out of the gate. 11% at pro, and 15% at utility. If you're putting one guy into a lineup right out of the gate, the easiest guy to do that with is Jimmy Butler, your number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, May 19th. DraftKings version of this video is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.